Lesley, lovely. Thank you so much for being here. Just tell us a little something about yourself.
Well, you know that my name's Lesley Ormiston, and I have 2 children who are now grown up. They're in their 30s. I have Jeff, who is working in London doing analytics, and my daughter Emily, who is working her way through musical theatre in London.
Oh, wow.
She's just been in Anything Goes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, trying hard. What else can I
Wonderful.
tell you about me? I'm a member of BBC. I currently have to juggle Sunday attendances because I'm working at Eastwick Road Church, 400 yards that way, down the road. So sometimes you'll see me here and sometimes you won't.
Oh, lovely.
I play in the worship band in both places sometimes.
Yes. And just tell us what instrument that is.
Oh, well, I play piano, but also I can busk, if you like, on recorders
Lovely.
and whistles. So
Amazing. A fantastic addition to our Music on a Sundays. We absolutely love it.
Thank you.
Do you want to tell us a bit about your role, how you ended up there, and what really inspires you?
Yeah, my role is church community worker. It's for pre-retirement age group or retirees, so 55 plus really.
Great.
I work on behalf of Eastwick Road Church, obviously, but also because our ecumenical links in Bookham are really strong, I kind of feel that I'm working on behalf of everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
For ages, I was running a children's church, and I found then that God had given me personal strengths of gathering people and encouraging.
Oh, wow.
And that is still true, and this role very much needs those 2 things. So I call people to gather for activities and to share socially and to encourage them in their faith.
Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful. Is that something that, you know, you've got something sort of going on every day, or is it a bit more of an evening time? When do people tend to meet?
It's a real variety.
Yeah.
It's some roles within it are chaplaincy, so I look after certain user groups in the church who are not within that age group, let me add. And then there are within the church activities, for example, a worship day where we just sing for the day and choose songs and enjoy worship together as a church, but also activities that I put on.
Great. So you're using lots of different skill sets, sort of day by day, connecting with people, gathering them, encouraging them in their faith. That's absolutely amazing. It's brilliant.
A real variety, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real pleasure too.
And what's a recent example of where you've really seen God moving in what you're doing?
Well, can I give 2? One, I'll be really brief.
You may.
On Tuesdays, I have a group of ladies who come to knit, and they knit and chat. And I'm not sure which muscles are used the most, to be honest, whether it's our hands or our jaws, because we just knit and chat, but there's always a reference to something, a spiritual concept or a reference to someone's faith, and we explore those together in a very unthreatening environment, which is lovely. And I've seen God really at work there with more people joining, and the way that friendship is growing and the cohesion of the group.
The way that God uses relationships is just really special to see how that happens, because you never know what he's going to do, really. So
I wasn't expecting that
Yeah.
from that group, and it's been fascinating, and I love them to bits. And when I said we're finishing at the end of November and we're going to have a break, they said, oh, couldn't we just... So actually we ran all through into December right up to Christmas.
Oh, lovely,
Yeah.
lovely. And what was the second?
The other one is the garden. It's called the Welcome Garden, and I've seen God in action. God wants this thing himself. It's not my choice. I'm not a good or keen gardener. I have no particular skills, so I'm not really qualified to lead the team, and I'm looking therefore in my weakness for other people to come alongside and be team and help. But God's provision has been amazing. So firstly, we were delivered a potting shed just recently, and then immediately that arrived, a man in the congregation who's quite elderly, and I was surprised. He said, I think you need to extend that bench inside, I'll do that. So he did it. And then he said, I think you need some hooks for the tools. So he did that. I think you need some steps. And provision is coming from all over the place to facilitate this work that God's doing.
Yeah.
And although I feel I haven't yet gathered the people, and I'm kind of embarrassed that I've been on this project for quite a few months, 6 months maybe, and I haven't actually yet drawn the people. I've talked to social prescribers, and that may happen, etc. But God said, he sent a verse via Josie Taggart to me on the phone, and it was just a picture of a little green seedling, and it's from Zechariah, and it says, do not despise the day of small beginnings, for God is pleased to... I knew that before I started. Oh, God is pleased with your small beginnings. It's not that, but you can look it up.
Yeah, that's wonderful. It's often when we are actually out of our comfort zones that God really that's when we really have to trust him, and often where we see amazing growth. And, well done to you for having the courage to go for something that felt not in your skill set, because you're a very talented lady, and he's using you whatever you're doing. It's absolutely amazing.